Good day and welcome to a new video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe! Hey and welcome in today. Welcome to my videos, my YouTube channel. Welcome. Today you are joined by me, Daniel. And this was streamed on Twitch. If you don't know, I stream these on Twitch and then export them to YouTube. So welcome in. You know, if you'd like to, you can come and check out my Twitch channel as well. I do streams every Tuesday night. Um, Randomly, sometimes I have people pop into my Tuesday streams. Yeah, today I'm going to be talking about a certain topic. As I do with some of these videos, I talk about topics that I just talk and draw. And yeah, you know. I'm painting a pug painting, and today I'm talking about finally starting on a new painting. So, you know, it's been a while since I've actually done kind of a new, fresh painting that's kind of my own idea. Lately, in the last few months, I've been doing weekly tips. I've been doing 90-minute art challenges, which is, you know, draw what you see, or you can, you can mix it up and kind of draw something within the same kind of feeling or aspect, draw something um, in the same aspect, like, if it's a monkey in a tree, it could be the same kind of tree situation, but maybe it is maybe a little bit different. Like it could have a donkey instead of a monkey, it could be something different. But, with those 90-minute art challenges, I basically just kind of drew what I saw in a way. It was just something similar and interesting. It wasn't, so I didn't change it up or anything. But yeah, um, I after doing that, I just decided, well, I actually want to do another pug painting. At one night, I was kind of in the mood to do another kind of a drawing and just played around with some ideas. I had this idea in the back of my mind, and I drew it a few times on pieces of scrap paper and things like that. Just at work in my lunch hour, just drawing these scrap ideas that I was going to do at some point in the future. And one night, I just kind of finished my stream, or something like that, and I had not too much to do. I was like, well, I have next week off, or whatever, to keep painting. What do I want to do? So I decided I'll get this painting sussed, or get it started, and one thing to one thing led to the next, and I finally got to start painting this thing. Um, you know, it was a bit of stop and starting where I did have to still kind of keep up and do weekly tips and also um, 90-minute art challenges each week as well as painting this. Um, and that was a little bit of a challenge because I would only paint this if I had a spare like half an hour or something there. I'd done all my weekly tips, I've done all my um, other videos that I had to do, so keep painting this, which is hard to kind of come across that time. And then, I decided, well, I dropped, you know, doing the 90-minute art challenges for a little bit, because I've got enough there to keep my YouTube channel going and do this and keep this going and make it into these videos. Um, so far, I've done about 6 hours of this painting. Um, and I guess I have another 2-ish hours to go. Roughly 9-ish hours to do this painting ish, you know. So that's pretty good. That's what I'm aiming for, about 9 hours, maybe a little bit more. Um, and it's kind of interesting because it's good to have like a decent chunk of time to actually paint this thing rather than like little chunks of time, little half hours here and there. Having a decent like hour, 2 hours to actually do this is is awesome to do. So um, decent couple of hours or so to finish this off. I'm hoping to do that today. I've got a couple of hours to just paint this thing. We're just going to paint this pretty much after the stream, and I think just continue painting this. And I split up to 3 parts, so with these videos at the moment you'll see me painting this pug for 3 videos in a row. Slightly adding more detail you know each way. It was interesting because with this painting here, I think it's a little different to my other ones because it kind of, with some of the other ones, I didn't like incorporate the background to start out, like it was obviously with some of them it was just an added feature, like say with the Pugly Quinn, you can really tell it's just an added feature, that I didn't want it to be blank. Um, and that sucks because, it doesn't, um, the background kind of, for me, it kind of puts it off, so that was a bad decision back then. But with this one, the background is, helps portray the story. It's way better than the other ones in terms of the backgrounds. A little bit more going on with the painting. So hopefully, this will be my best one in terms of skill level. Um, the other one's still, alright, but, I think this one will be the highest in terms of skill level. And it's just with what I've achieved in the last few years, the skills I've gained um, from doing my book, from doing the 90-minute art challenges, from taking schoolism courses. Even at the moment, I'm doing a schoolism course. It's digital painting with Craig Mullins, and it's completely, to me, I'm like, it's it doesn't seem like there's too much going on there. Um, there's it's a really good course. But it's not like, this is how you draw structure, this is how you draw a human. It's not like um I guess a easy following thing per se. It's really cool. It's a good course, but I can really see, um seeing some of the techniques he talks about and some of the painting aspects. Like, I think with one thing, it's like he's using photographs to kind of merge them together to help portray a painting. Um, but some of the tips, like using or leaving some of your painting marks in, using this brush at the moment, um, and leaving some of the painting things that I've got going on in, rather than like paint everything out and make everything perfect, um, is really helping. I think it's helped with this piece so much. I think that course has helped quite a bit in this course. This painting, this course has helped, um, without like it directly helping per se. This is how painting the pug. This is not part of the course. It's not like you have to paint this pug during the course. But it's indirectly helped my painting skills, which is great. Even though it's like I kind of slowed down with the schoolism, I don't watch as much, unfortunately. I just don't have the time to watch as much. But it's still important to keep that thing up. Yeah. Sorry about that. I just needed a minute breather there. But yeah, it's still important to keep that learning thing up. The whole, you know, schoolism stuff that I've got going on. For you could be using other services like Skillshare, YouTube. Um, it's always important just to keep learning. And that's what, starting a new painting does. It's good to go out and learn and do, things like the 90-minute art challenges where you go and paint, um, random things you see, or go out and draw things you see. Do a lot of this, like say with my weekly tips, I have to draw random things, animals, um, hands, all sorts of things that I have to draw to show you guys and teach you how to draw them. All these things I have to draw and learn, um, that, in the last few months I haven't really kind of done my own paintings, created my own things from them. It's always great to have that when you've done a lot of like learning and drawing random things and things like that. Then going and applying it to your paintings, your nice illustrations that you are creating, your creative things. It comes out and it shows your skills, and it gives you a place to actually apply those skills. Through that course I'm learning at the moment, this painting here gives me a place to apply those new skills that I've learned from it. Um, as well as another YouTuber that I've been watching as well, and like haven't watched him for too long. I've just seen one of his videos, which was really awesome, of figure painting. It's a really cool video that he's got out there. Can't remember his name because I haven't watched him that long or anything like that. But yeah, he does have this really cool, how to paint figures, which is really cool because it goes over how he applies, certain aspects like value, color, um, and that has really helped me to see, how to, digitally paint and that kind of thing, which, yeah, it's really helped. As well as, some random things that have been helpful lately, um, is I was, with the hair, that I was struggling with it a little bit, so I thought, oh, I need to go draw some here then. These are random things that pop up. Sometimes you do need to take, maybe a half hour out, or just some practice time to go and figure things out. If you have a something in your painting that you're dealing with, how to paint wood, how to paint fur, these things. Sometimes, rather than trying to tackle it on the painting and be like, oh, this is how I'm going to try apply the fur technique, and how I'm going to try to apply the wood technique here and try to make this look like wood, or brick, whatever it is, here. Sometimes it's easier just to take a breather, go out and actually draw some random um, images of what you're struggling with, like here, per se, for me here. Um, and that's always good, I in my spare time, went out and drew some hair imagery. At the time, I didn't have much hair imagery, so I had a photo of my daughter, and I was just drawing her hair, and that really helped to portray that. I think I've applied that to this painting, a little bit further in the painting than this, because this is the first part of the actual painting. This is me just applying the first kind of tones of color, um, getting the drawing done, just applying the color slowly, fixing up the values, flipping my canvas. Yeah, this is the first kind of um, round at doing the painting. And I do 3 rounds, 3 parts to it, for this one. Sometimes I do two, but because I'm really kind of struggling with time at the moment, trying to keep up with this YouTube channel, trying to keep up with the different paintings I want to get done, the other things I want to do as well. There's so much on that list. And there's a little time, if I had more time, I'd get more done, but obviously I don't have too much time, so I've really got to kind of delegate what I do, and um, and also not get burnt out. Um, yeah. So, you know, um, yeah, there's only so much I can do at a certain point, so I just try and do the best I can. Um, yeah, and get this painting done, get this painting started. It's really good. Um, I hopefully I'm going on to another painting that I'll be doing. I'm not too sure yet. Uh, I'm gonna finish each painting as I go. Um, that's the way I was before kind of I started my book, I was just going at it where I finish a painting and then I'll decide what to do next. Which is good. It can be good to do it that way sometimes. Um, with the other way was, with that big project I have, it always had, something to do, obviously. So, you know, for that period of time, 2 or so years, it was pretty much editing and painting up that book. So, yeah. And while I'm sorting things out, I think for, say, my weekly tips, I'll be doing a 90-minute art challenge here and there. Because that sounds good. That takes one night, to do weekly tips. One night painting it, one night recording it. So that sounds, pretty awesome. And the rest of the week, I'll be doing the rest of my painting. I've got another week or so to finish this one off. Um, I've got 2 weeks, but I really want to finish it in another week. We'll get very close to finishing it. Even if I've just got a few tweaks to do, and continue painting my next. I think I'll possibly do another pug. Um, but I was thinking about other dogs as well. I could do another dog, in another situation as well. Do something that's not a pug, but a dog. Um, Possibly. I enjoy drawing pugs, so, in these situations, so I could continue it. Uh, but we'll see how we go. I finish this painting and, decide from there the next step. But I definitely have to have another painting to work on. Yeah, doing 90-minute art challenges has been good. Um, and I do want to keep doing them in the future. I don't think there's been any new ones on the Tumblr page, but just having it as a practice, as, me learning and growing from doing those paintings, it's a great experience. So, even creating some of my own, from there could be a good exercise as well. Um, Say 90 minutes of me drawing a pug or something like that. But yeah, just doing some random paintings. And also the piece they can add to my portfolio, add to my, overall work, share with you guys, share with everyone. Um, Hopefully, maybe one day do a print of it too, a print run of it. That'd be awesome. Yeah, so. But yeah, it's a great feeling getting started on this painting. It was a random shot in the dark where I just felt like one night doing it, starting this drawing, starting this painting. I was just like, oh, why not? I've got, you know, half an hour here just to doodle around. I doodled around for a little bit, and I really got it started. And you know, I got it started it, painted it a little bit. And from there, I just couldn't stop. I got into the zone, got it all done and dusted. Then, now I'm just doing the details, working out and finalizing it. Really, there's not too much to go on it. Yeah, so that's cool. We got to decide on the next one. The next. But it's quite good, having that. You know, having that little bit of break from creating my own stuff or just drawing random stuff, and then randomly popping up, doing your own painting. It's always good. It's always a great feeling to do your own painting. to do your own stuff. You know, just drawing random stuff um, and things that you see and all that stuff. It's kind of like work, you know. It's kind of like you have to do it to grow and learn and all that stuff. Which is fun, you know. For me, it's alright. It keeps my YouTube channel. It's kind of like a job in a way. Um, but it's awesome feeling when I'm actually starting a painting like this. That's, you know, got my own feel to it. And interesting. As you can see, I've used reference. So I had the idea, drew the idea up before I had reference. And then I kind of used the reference to fix up the drawing a little bit with the proportions of the pug, with um, the hair, and also the building that the the dog's in, the pug puzzled. So yeah, you know, that's been me drawing part of this painting. So hopefully you enjoy enjoyed seeing that painting. You know, me talking about starting this painting, been a great it's been great to just start a new painting, a fresh painting that's not, you know, something to do with my book. It's kind of clean and fresh. It's great feeling. So hopefully you guys go out and draw your own paintings, create your own paintings. It's a great feeling. Hopefully everyone enjoys seeing this. There's two more parts to come, so let's bring them on. Keep drawing everyone, keep creating, and see you in the next video.